Hello everybody, I'm SJM. Welcome back to episode 3 of TFCR2. I'm promised that I'm going to try not to do too many streams in the dark here, but there are too many episodes in the dark. I'll just throw down a few lights here. Because yeah, with the shaders it's pretty dark and on the recording, so you're not going to be able to see much, but it's mostly going to be a crafting type episode anyways. So we got our small vessel cooked up. We've got our bismuth bronze, and time is of the essence here, and I think I left it for a minute or two, but if you just put it on your hotbar, right click, you'll come up with this GUI, and then you just throw in your completed your formed mold in there, and it will fill up with the liquid, and it takes one, as I mentioned before, it takes 100 units of liquid metal to make one of the tools there. So I got two more cats, because yeah, I finally found the last of the coyotes that was running around here off camera, and I managed to kill it. So just cook up the last of that meat there. So we should have a good amount of meat for now, and I'll just have to try and work on getting some vegetables going in the meantime. We do have to wait for these molds to cool down, so they have now. So now that they've gone to solid, we can take them out of the molds. So you just put it in your crafting grid, and bang, you'll get your saw blade, we'll get our pickaxe head, and we'll get our prospecting pick head. And we just need the sticks to make the tools themselves. The axe, the prospecting pick, and the pickaxe. So one of the advantages of going straight to bronze is that we'll have a little bit better tools to start, rather than starting with copper and maybe having to replace them a little bit quicker, but not such a big deal here. And then the magic really happens with the saw, because we can finally get into some normal quote-unquote Minecraft things. So let's just we'll just put the saw and our logs in the crafting grid, and we'll get some planks, well, not planks, lumber out of it. And with the lumber, you can put 4 lumber in the crafting grid to get your normal planks out of it. So we'll get normal planks, and then for here, we get our first workbench. And in this mod pack, we do have Tinker's Construct, so I do suggest going straight to the crafting station, and you will see why here in a minute. So we'll just put down the crafting station. How about here for now? And then if we put our lumber in the chest configuration, we'll get the Terrafirmacraft style chests. So we'll just get 2 of those, and yes, we now have storage. A little bit smaller than your vanilla Minecraft chests, so it's 2 less, or well, 1 less per chest. So usually you get 3 rows of 9 in a vanilla chest. In Terrafirmacraft you only get 2, but I'm not going to complain too loudly. We still can't put logs into chests, so that might be a little bit of an issue, but I can empty out these vessels and get them stored into my chests and free up my vessels so that I can carry them around with me in the world, and then use them for putting stuff into when I'm out in the world, and just before I bring them back to base. I did make the hoe, and I got my 1 carrot seed planted, so I've got started on a little bit of farming. And now that it's light out, we can kind of go and look and see. So I just put it down there for now, and that's where I'll do my farming stuff there. Let's just get some of this carrot eaten to increase our vegetable count, and we'll just top up on water while we're at it here. And berries are starting to grow, so that's really good too. So we've got some homegrown food to go by. I just got to we'll make up some fencing. I'll get those cows penned up, and then we'll try and start breeding some of those cows. In Terrafirmacraft, see, that's a bull, and this is a cow. So you have female and male variants, so you just have to match up the two different well, you have to get one of each, obviously, to be able to breed the animals, so that we can get some meat going that way, and obviously more hides to make leather in the future. So what else are we going to be doing in this episode? Oh yes, so logs. Storing the logs. If you shift right click on the ground, you will create a log pile. And you can just kind of right click logs into it like that. Or if you right click with an open hand, you can open the GUI for it. You can get up to 16 logs in one of the log piles itself. So I'll demonstrate with the Hevia here. Just regular right clicking, no good. You'll place a log down. So that we'll use that for building, obviously, in the future, but for now we want to shift, right click, and make a log pile, and then just move to something else, and then we can shift click into it itself or pull out as we need. So, and then I'll just place the next one on top of it. Oh, sorry, I need that one there. And then we'll go in here and shift click all of those into there. And then might as well make the third stack up here. So I'm just doing different piles for the different kinds of woods, because once I determine which one I want to use for my build, then I'll know where they are. And then same thing with the oaks here. We can kind of put this down and then just kind of shift click them all into it, because I've got less than 16 in total, because it was only 13, right? So what I will do, oh yeah, so we may as well go over the prospector's pick in this episode so that we know how to find the ores in the world. So what I will do is we'll just go to our journey map here, open up our waypoints. We'll just, this closest thing of copper that I found, we'll go over and we'll have a look there and see if we can't find some of the ores here. So it's just on the other side of this pond, and there was, yep, I thought so. Carrots are almost done here. And I think there was some oats as well kicking around over here. So if I see them, we'll have a look to see if they're finished growing yet. And then we can get some more crops going as soon as possible. I haven't been to the winter time here in Terrafirmacraft yet, so we'll just have to see. And yeah, the one thing you kind of want to watch out for is I've got a great big ravine here, so got a way across just here. And so this is the area where I found all that surface tetrahedrite. So I'm hoping that I've got a vein of copper somewhere below here. So it looks like we've got another, oh, some more flakes of tetrahedrite kicking in. No, sphalerite over here. So we just take our prospector's pick and click down there. We found traces of sphalerite. So we've got some sphalerite in this area over here. But back here where I found some of the copper, we'll just take a look down. Now, when you find nothing of interest, that could be truly nothing is there, or it could be a false negative. you'll never have a false positive. Like over there it said that there was some small sample of sphalerite. There will be sphalerite down there no matter what, just a small amount, so it might take a lot of looking to find it, but there will be there. But if it says that there's nothing, it could be that there actually is something and it's just giving you a false reading. Now, 4 or 5 little looks tell me that there actually is indeed nothing here to be found as far as the tetrahedrite goes. And I think that was my experience in the last one that I was recording, that I found a whole bunch of tetrahedrite samples, but I never actually found a vein of copper anywhere. So nothing of interest. So for some reason, not for some reason, from experience now, I'm thinking that whenever you find surface tetrahedrite, do not count on finding copper down below it. So I've got some lithium here, so let's just see if we can't find where the lithium vein would be. So I found traces of spodumene phyllium. So this is spodumene, so that's what the sample is down there. So you can mark it with something like, say, a torch, or if you want to dig a hole, or you can kind of maybe even, hoe it out, and then kind of work your way and try and find where the large traces might be. So nothing, nothing, nothing. So kind of going the wrong way there for it. So let's go this way a bit. Found traces, found nothing, found nothing. So there's probably nothing over here, and might even be getting into the zirconium over here somewhere. Yeah, we found the zircon. So then possibly this way we'll start finding some more of the nope. So maybe there truly is only a very small amount of lithium down here somewhere. And what I'll just do is, now that I've figured out where this is, I'll just mark it and say spelling, please. Lithium. And let's turn off that copper, and let's go try and find this copper here. I'm pretty sure this was a native copper source. It's a ways away, so we'll pause and come back when I get over there. Alright, so this is the area about where I had found some copper, and it was native copper, so I'm really hoping that this area will have conglomerate limonite. I remember limonite is an iron type of material. Kaolite. I'm actually just going to mark that. Just in case. I think we need that for the future, so. Let's just check over on this side of the hill over here. What is this? Oh, it's a sample that's loose. Limonite, yeah, so that is iron. And there's some more bismuth. Now the other possibility is that the ores are too deep down for our prospector's pick to be able to detect. And in that case, we'd have to dig down and then do some prospecting down deeper underground to hopefully be able to pick up. So it just seems like limonite around this copper, where I'd found this copper earlier. So I'm not going to waste any more time on this one, and we'll move on to the next one. So I was wandering along up to my next coal area, just up this way, right there. And, or not coal, copper. And obviously I've got coal on the mind because I found exposed coal here. So that's a really good find, because we will definitely need to lots of coal for getting through stuff. So, oh, where did I get options? So when I need coal, I can always come back here and dig it up. Otherwise, I could just put my pickaxe on and start digging it up, but I also risk cave-ins if I do that. So that's the wall jump mod in action there, able to jump up 2 and 3 high walls without having to you know, go around or find a 1 block step up to get up. Again, so yeah, I'll continue on up this way. It's nighttime, so I'm trying not to record at night as much as possible, and especially in the rain. Alright, good morning, we're back. So day is starting to break. This is where I had found some native copper on the surface, so limonite again. Like, geez, can I just please find some copper? Limonite. Large samples of limonite. Not looking for limonite. I want copper. The reason why we need to find copper is that I'm going to need to craft a copper anvil before I can actually progress into getting a bronze anvil. Because to get a bronze anvil, we have to weld together bronze ingots. And to weld, you need at least 1 tier below your current tier. So copper is tier 1, bronze is tier 2. Limonite. So yeah, nothing at this one here. I'm just frustrated at this point, so I'm going to end the episode here. Hopefully at some of these other copper veins that or copper samples that I had found on the surface, I will be able to find some copper somewhere in the world and bring you back so that we can show you how to go about mining that stuff up. I appreciate you all. Hope you enjoyed the episode, and we will see you on the next one.